Good morning everyone, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess, back to do your bonus read for Friday the 28th of December, the period of nothing between Christmas and New Year, the period of total confusion. But anyway, let's see what Spirit's got to talk about on the bonus read. Okay, ready to go. Okay, how's that? I have just shuffled the bum off those cards and I have done everything to shuffle them up. I've done the casino shuffle, I've done everything, and Spirit wanted me to use these cards again. Normally I change decks. How very interesting that out of the cards in the deck, this very same card came out again. So there's a huge message here for everybody about the devil energy, codependency, being able to manifest and move forward. I'm going to leave that deck there because I just want you to understand this is how Spirit gets through here. But what I'm going to do is, now I've shown that card, which is obviously something they need to see, people need to see, I'm going to use this deck. I'm going to go to the Witch's Tarot now. I'm just fascinated by that. But what I do is, while I'm loading up the other video, I do a couple of shuffles like this just to give the cards some real, energy, picking up the energy that's out in the ether. So I usually do a few of these sort of shuffles, and then I just shuffle. And then when I come on air, I always do a few more just to let you know that I have shuffled the deck. And there you go. So very, very interesting, but obviously a need for people to see that. I have the walking away card falling out there. I might just do one more because I've put that back now, so I might give it the chance to come out again if it needs to. Okay, somebody said to me yesterday that I didn't talk loud enough. It's only been one comment while I've been on here about the volume. Please, if anybody is having trouble with volume, let me know, but there are quite a lot of people who are not saying it, so I'm not sure if someone's got trouble with their systems or not. But anyway, let's get on with your reading. So we're looking at a card here with the Four of Cups where someone is just unhappy with what they're being offered. Now again, this came out in the What's Cracking reading, so we may get some of the same energies here. I can't apologise for that. I only deliver the messages, as much as everybody's, a little critical sometimes and we get thumbs down and things like that. I'm only delivering the messages from spirits. I'm not... I suppose in some ways I'm looking for the different messages that come through on the cards. Sometimes Spirit will give me a completely different reference to a card, but I have to try and work out how to apply it to that card. So in this card we see someone very dissatisfied with what they're being offered. They already have the cups they need, they have the love they need, but it's sort of like they want something, but it's just not what's being offered here, if that makes sense. Alrighty, so we have a brand new start coming out here. Beautiful to see an ace on this reading. This is about one of passion, regrowth. The butterfly represents new life, or change and transformation. So maybe you're coming out of a period of transformation here and embarking on something that you're very passionate about. Oh, Eight of Wands. So we're talking lots of messages coming in over the internet. This is about love, because the wands represent passion. So these are messages coming through very, very quickly. It's a card of very quick energy, and we know it's sort of like internet communication. Well, before the internet, when they had tarot, it was about letters going backwards and forwards. What can I say? It wouldn't have been that quick, right? Okay, so now here we have a Pisces. The Page of Cups represents the card of the person who is a Pisces. This is an offer of love. Now, I love that in this picture she's standing in the waves, and the waves are huge behind her, so she's about to get dumped big time, right? Is there a message in that? But somebody trying to offer you something here. A water sign, basically. So again, we have a card that came out in the What's Cracking read. This card is about having time with family and friends, celebrating things. It's a beautiful card. But a lot of people read this as third person energy, and I feel sometimes it gets that too much, and it can sort of sway the reading a little bit. So I do rely on what comes out with that card. Okay, Queen of Swords 2 came out in the What's Cracking reading, so a lot of repeat cards here. Now the Queen of Swords is an air sign generally, or can represent an air sign. I do love, she's got Listeria in her lap. Representing the air signs, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Now, as you can see, she has her sword held high. She's absolutely 100% ready here to cut something out of her life. And seeing we've seen the devil a couple of times today, I figure a lot of people doing that. Look, there's another repeat card. Okay, so we have the card of the Seven of Cups. This is about having lots of options, you know, not being limited by what you have in front of you, but being confused or deluded by what those cups offer. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles. Now this came out at the top of the last reading. Don't forget we're using a brand new deck here, so the messages are very strong coming through for you today. A lot of repeat cards. Ace of Pentacles is a card that talks about stability, moving forward with stability. Okay, there's heartbreak here. Now sometimes this can be past heartbreak. Sometimes this can be about heartbreak in the present, but I'll let you know how that's going as we get the next cards out. Okay, there's justice over a heartbreak here, so that makes a whole lot of sense to me. Sometimes this is the card of Libra too, but the justice card too has her sword held high, so we're definitely cutting people out of our lives today. We're looking for balance with ourselves, trying to bring things into some sort of balance here. I did Four of Cups. We have the Four of Cups and the Devil there. I want to make sure I include these energies here. You could be dealing with someone who's a water sign, who does have ego problems or does essentially have addictions of some kind. Sometimes this can be about someone who has codependency issues. Okay, so the first thing I see when I look here is somebody's offering you something, but you see, what I see is a person who's so wrapped up in their ego and their codependent nature that what they're offering you is menial, it's breadcrumbs, it's nothing. So someone's trying to offer you a new start here. I think it's someone who either has broken your heart in the past, or you're coming forward with some sort of pain here. You know, maybe not from this person, but maybe from your past here. So somehow or another, what I see here is quite karmic. It's almost like you're balancing something out here. You're being true to yourself. I feel that the world is offering you lots of options. And maybe you're only limiting yourself to one. So it's like something's coming in very rapidly for you. Maybe an offer, maybe love, passion for sure. And I feel like you're looking at this as being a stable offer. But what I see here is an offer that does not measure up to what you deserve. It's like you're being offered this cup here. You're being offered this cup, and I can see when I look at this, you don't really know what's in this cup, right? It's like you're being offered something that doesn't bring in what you really want it to. So you want love, you want passion, you want security, you want a happy life, you want something you can celebrate. But what's actually being offered here is more like that. So it could be the person you're dealing with is coming in to offer you something, but they have other things in their life here that may be limiting them from offering you something more. Now, when I see the Three of Cups and the Three of Swords, it's quite possible they have other people in their life that they're also breadcrumbing. I think that here you want the offer of stability, you want love, but what's being offered here is something in one of these cups that ain't measuring up to what you want. It's just not cutting it. It's this. It's an empty offer. It's a small offer. I think this person's genuinely interested in you. I have no doubt about that. But for me, this is so much about karma, because what this is telling me is this is at play here. Someone's playing you. Someone isn't giving you what you deserve. Someone's only offering you a tiny little bit of what you really deserve. And they're only being a page here. You haven't got a king or a queen. So for me, this is about you going, not good enough. I'm moving on. It's just not what I want. I want stability. I want to move forward with something beautiful in my life. I will now take the time out to think about what it is I want and how I'm going to move forward here. So there you go. This is a very karmic sort of situation, because I think it's teaching you here the true value of what you deserve. This is an ego thing for the other person. Maybe they do really love you, but they're so full of ego, they can't separate you out from the other options they have in their life. Now remember, we're not always talking about another love. They might just have so much else going on in their life and they want to just keep you on hold until they're ready for you. Not good enough, people. You deserve so much more than that. So, yep, you're cutting them out here in this Queen of Swords card. In this Justice card, you're saying, no, that's just not good enough for me. I don't want the cup you're offering me. I want the cup that has love in it. And if you can't offer me love, I don't want to deal with you anymore. Beautiful. And guess what that brings in? Big, happy changes. Big, happy changes. You will be able to recognize what you deserve from this situation. Nice reading. Nice reading, but similar theme to the What's Cracking reading, and, you know, learning who to cut out of your life and who to have in your life. Beautiful. Have a wonderful day, everyone.